Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to some blueprints. The last time we left off, I think we discovered the pump room, and this was something that was kind of new to me. I hadn't experienced that in the demo. We were able to drain the fountain in the front yard and realize that that leads down to where the basement lies. Now, all we need to do is to be able to redrain the fountain while having the basement key in our possession, and hopefully we can get down there. We also unlocked the Blackstone Grotto. The terminal in there was unavailable in the demo, and we found the admin password, but it had expired. So my goals right now are to get into the basement and to access the Blackstone Grotto computer. We'll see how that goes. Starting off day 4. I've also integrated Twitch chat into the stream, so... Oh, interesting. The fountain is already drained. I guess that makes sense since I didn't change anything there, but that is good to know. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you lose one footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. I realized during the first 3 days of playing, I hadn't been reading the notes that have been lying around. I've just been kind of silently reading them. So starting now, I'm going to try to start reading the notes that we haven't seen yet. Here's my allowance that I got last time. For solving that puzzle in the trading post. I think that's how I got the allowance. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask, even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay. I can assure you I am still personally overseeing the estate, that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Anne Babbage, house manager. She has had some letters we've seen so far in the past. Very cool. So starting off with 70 footsteps, 2 gems, and 2 coins. Yo! It has been so long. I've been doing well. It's been so long since I've streamed that, I've gone through the college experience and then come back out and have a little bit of free time, so I was really excited for this game and I thought, well, might as well stream it, record it. How have you been doing? Let's see, though. Wondering if I should go outside first to the shed. I think I will. I can see arguments being made for saving the shed for later in the run and getting it first thing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to enter the hovel, which is kind of wasteful since I already have 2 gems, but I'll be able to unlock a valve that we read about in the garden. I've been great. I haven't been in your life since Minecraft, so glad to catch this one. Aw, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a long time. Honestly, I have been playing some Minecraft recently, but the Minecraft that I've been playing has been more like survival oriented, or it has been like modded survival oriented. But I still jump on Hypixel every once and again. Alright. Anything else in this little room here? I don't see any items, but there is this page here. Let's see if it's the same as it was in the demo. Oh, wait. This is different than it was in the demo. All right, here we go. Notice of termination. Oh boy, how do I pronounce that name? Ravan? Dear Mr. Ravan, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundkeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the past few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by March 20th, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon the completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, house manager. Huh. I wonder, this might be the same person who wrote the little letter we found in the shed, but I'll need to check. Oh, I really like the game's art style. As far as how college went, it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of really cool people, made some great friends, and learned a lot. And right now I'm kind of in a phase of rest after the madness that was undergrad. But yeah, would recommend it if you have the time and money. You know, I think it was a good experience, worthwhile. If I end up going back to the orchard, I'll check if this is the same person as who wrote the little book that we saw last time. All right. So how this there were many all-nighters pulled. I'll just put it that way. Anyways, this game in particular is about a boy whose uncle passes away, great uncle, I believe, and leaves him his inheritance of his house. He was a baron, and the stipulation is that you need to find the secret 46th room in a 45-room estate in order to inherit his title and such. Yeah, it was a good experience overall. And the whole gimmick behind it is that whenever you try to enter a room in the house, you're given a set of options as to what you can draft. And for instance, I'll pick the billiard room here. And then when I look at my little mini map, I can see that I just it's changed the layout of the house. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Lots of secrets. And I played the demo of this game, so I do know quite a few of the little secrets, but I'm excited to find out more. Speaking of which, simple addition and subtraction and stuff for this puzzle. So it's 13 minus 6 minus 2, which would be 5. And here I gotta hope I don't get my simple math wrong. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. 10 minus 5 times 4 would be 20. 9 minus 1 is 8 times 2 would be 16. All right. The silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. I have mixed feelings about the silver key because it often leads to red rooms, because there are a couple red rooms with interesting, with many doors, and those don't always have good outcomes. I feel like I need to take the chapel here in order to unlock more of the right side. This is the first time I've seen the coat check, though, so that's pretty interesting. I'll have to remember that because I went to the hovel, special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. One of the big things you need to remember about this game is you need to choose your rooms so that you don't end up blocking yourself in. Would I ever stream a horror game? Probably. I'm not sure if I've, like, played any legitimate horror games before. Are there any that you would recommend? I'll grab a key at the Nook. What I kind of want is a nursery so that I'm able to get more steps. That'd be nice. Oh man. It would be funny. You know, I don't often, like, I've never played horror games, but I often do watch a Manly Badass Hero. And he plays, you know, quite a few horror games. So I wonder how it would react to, like, a scary game situation. Well, I think the closest I came was I used to play Five Nights at Freddy's, the original one, when it first came out on my iPhone. But that's not quite the same as sitting down at the computer for a horror game. New memos equal true, red memos equal lies. Oh, I don't actually think I showed off these little notes here last time. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry, which is a lie. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north, which is true. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. It was a long time ago. Let me tell you, when it first came out, it was a big deal. And that's when I played it. This is pretty early on. I wouldn't mind choosing the greenhouse here and try to get a couple green room synergies going on. I think that might be nice. Let's try it. And we get a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Huh. Well, that's new. That flower had a diamond in it. Oh, what the? Is it raining today? Oh, I see. So, when I was playing this night before last, the last time I played, I discovered a pump room and supplied water to this greenhouse. So, the reason why I'm finding these diamond-filled flowers here is probably because I supplied the sprinkler system with water. Good to know. I feel like this has to be a wall that you can interact with somehow. I just don't have the right materials. I bet you need dynamite, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, for sure. I love the new games for like Security Breach. Also, they made a movie. Like I never would have thought. Yeah, I saw the movie with friends a while back, actually during my last year of college. And the movie was interesting. And I've heard rumors that they are also releasing a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. The archives. I do need to have at least one archives drafted because of the clue that I found in the, what was it? The aquarium last time, which said that I could unlock one of the filing cabinets. But I almost don't want to draft it yet, because if I draft it, while drafting it, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. So I think for now I'll choose a hallway, and I'll try to get archives later on. The movie was... There were a couple loose ends that weren't tied up, and so I thought it was pretty cheesy. But, I mean, I feel like when it comes to movies of popular games like Five Nights at Freddy's and the Minecraft movie, which I haven't seen yet, you kind of watch it for the, I don't know, you watch it because it relates to the game, not necessarily because it's like a high quality movie. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked, which is false. Oh, okay. So if I draft the hallway right here, I'll be sure to get an extra item. I think that's worth it, even though it does limit my mobility here. Oh, have you seen the Minecraft movie? Very nice stuff. Courtyard, huh? I think I'll draft that. No, I'm still gonna go see it. Yeah. No, I believe that it won't be a quote-unquote good movie. But I do think it'll be worth the watch simply because it is the Minecraft movie, if that makes sense. There's a trunk here. I'll need a sledgehammer, or I'll need to waste a key, but I don't really want to do that. I'll take that. Then I think I'm going to continue upwards. The cloister. I think I will go to the cloister because in the demo, the hovel, instead of having a paper notifying the termination of the gardener, it had instructions on how to get into the cloister, and I'm curious if that still holds true. I think it is. All right. That's too. I'm glad that they did that. As I said, I haven't seen the movie, but all right. More allowance for us. Mr. Nogla, if you are reading this, it seems the day has finally come, and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. I have left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as a positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it is much cheaper in the long run to be generous. Mrs. Babbage. So I guess the letter of termination was actually for the previous gardener who got fired, and then the gardener who wrote the book we found in the tool shed is actually the current gardener who's still working here. Yes, I'm actually uploading the stream VODs to like my VODs channel on YouTube. And then since this game is broken up into several days, I've decided that after the stream, I'm going to go up into the recording and chop it up into individual days and then post one each day. So I have 3 days already lined up, and then this will be the 4th day. Money. Oh, while I was in security, I should have changed the security settings. Whoops. Could go to the bedroom. I really want to get the, I can't remember if it's called the nursery or not, but the room that gives you 5 steps whenever you draft a bedroom. I think I will go for the bedroom, though. The chest. Greetings from Reddington. Actually, I'm going to use the soap key here. Seems like a decent place to do it. I'll take a conference room. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Let's see if any of this stuff is new here. That was new, but this is not. Safe code 9083, which seems important, but it is a red notice, which means it is false. That doesn't look like handwriting to me. Reminder, after the meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and put them in the office safe. Ooh. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Would you actually, could you send a message? I want to see if my stream chat overlay is working. I haven't been paying attention to the stream side of things. Okay, it's working good. I'm a little bit nervous to use my key here, but it would be the worst thing in the world. Let's see here. What am I wanting to do? Let's go for the aquarium. Would give me more possibilities to go places. Storeroom would be another key. I think it's worth it to go for the aquarium. Oh, yes. So, my most recent addiction, if you will, has been playing Deadlock. I've been playing a lot of Deadlock. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It is Valve's new MOBA game they're doing. You'd be goated at Marvel Rivals. I have played a little bit of Marvel Rivals, but I will say I've been enjoying Deadlock far more than anything like Marvel Rivals. It's been a lot of fun. Granted, I'm not great at the game, but I'm having a lot of fun playing Kelvin. That's my guy right there. He might sacrifice his expedition members, but he's there for his team. Not a fan of the deadlock. Let's see. Where am I going? Is this way locked? I can't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention. Yes, it is. I think it is time to go all the way back to the beginning and start from scratch. Unless this door's open. Have you played the game or have you heard of the game? Yup. It is pretty fun. Although it does have that classic MOBA, I don't know, rage spiral that people go through. So I have been quite upset at the game several times. But that would be a stream that I'd be down, or a game that I'd be down to stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I get so like upset in certain situations that I'm like, I need to like work on not being upset before I stream that game. What have I been missing here? 2 trunks. That is a-okay. I have no way to open them. Let's change some security card system settings. So the strategy that I have when it comes to the security card system settings in this game is that if you have the breaker, you should set the security level high. Or if you have the key card, you should set the security system level high. And then you should always change the offline mode to unlocked. Because that means that you don't use as many keys later on in the mansion. All right. Back to the start we go. Uh-oh. Goodbye, my steps. Fragpunk. I haven't heard of Fragpunk before. Or maybe I've heard of it, but just not like taking a look into it. I'm running so low on steps. This is the danger of choosing the hovel. Still need to find out how to power this too. Bridge blocks. The nursery is what I was wanting originally. But this does like completely block me off. I'll need to go up to the cloister. It honestly might still be worth it. I think I'll need to. Yeah, next time I play, I'll try to stream. Okay. 14 steps. Do I even have enough steps to get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do. Guess we should go ahead and buy something. I don't need the gems because I'm using footsteps instead of gems. Have you been playing any fun games recently? I forgot to dig up around the other spots. Whoops. I guess I'll do that if I get the chance later. The drawing room is a pretty good find here. Oh, wait. No. What if it's not, though? I need to be sure I draft a bedroom next. I'm actually not sure how that'll work. Because the nursery says whenever... well... Yeah, let's do it. Because this is whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps, so... Hopefully... Oh, wait, no! I forgot I actually need a step to going in here. Oh, well. Call it a day. That was kind of a shorter day, but... Next time will be amazing. The Garden Cottage. Gotcha. Yeah, Marvel Rivals has it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. The main thing I was able to accomplish that day was So the main thing I was able to accomplish that previous day was turning that gas valve on in the hovel, because I would actually consider the hovel a pretty detrimental room unless you like are built up for it. And I got unlucky and only got the nursery quite a bit later in the run. But I do start off with 4 gold, which is pretty nice. Let's just hop right into it. I think I'll save the outer room until later on, until I kind of have my set of items that I know I'm going to be using. How many rooms are there? There are a lot of rooms, let me tell you. So in total, like if you count up all of these rooms, you would have, I think, 45 rooms, but there are more possible rooms that you get. And each room has its own like rarity. Not its own rarity, but falls into a rarity, I should say. So there's some rooms that are just really hard to find. Kind of like a roguelike in that instance. Yup. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think I'll actually just take the spare room for now. Grab the little items. After that last run, I think my strategy will be to try to go into this left side and unlock the garage so I get some keys. Commissary. Let's do that. What do you have for me this time? Salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. Pretty nice. This was a piece of paper I don't think I read last time. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the west wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the draft pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft salt. And there we go. Spare room. This is my favorite room in the house. Just look at all of this stuff. Wow. They even have some refreshments. Would you look at that? Wow, okay, well, I can choose to get the garage immediately here, which I'm not opposed to, but it is, like, kind of spooky because I'm blocking off all this area. I'll try it. All right. How did you start streaming? I've been wanting to start. Well, like, if you think way back when I was like streaming Minecraft, right? When I was first starting streaming, I wanted to stream because I like had a lot of classic duels wins, and I was like, I'm playing classic duels all the time. I wonder if I can start streaming and make some friends, and I mean, if I made money that way, that would have been nice too. But I think like as far as like how I physically actually got the stuff to get started, I think I just like looked up a lot of YouTube videos on how to set it up. I would I started using Streamlabs, which is kind of more beginner friendly, but then I quickly, well not quickly, eventually switched over to OBS to do my streaming, and I feel like that helped a lot. It's just a lot more customized. Let's see here. I'll go for the billiard room again. Anything of note over here? Nope. Time to do some more math. That would be 6. I think that would just be 6, right? Yeah. 10 divided by 2, 5. 18 minus 8 is 10. Times 4 would be 40. Divided by 20 would be 2. All right. I think that it would be hard to do it without a PC. It would, of course, depend on what you're streaming, I suppose, but you wouldn't need like a super like high-end PC, but it would help. Just because it kind of like you could stream on a lower-end PC, but it would kind of limit the games you could stream. But if you were streaming like something like Minecraft, I don't think it would need to be too high-end. Let's go to the bedroom. Anything? Oh, coin purse. Very nice. Okay. I need to remember that there's a trunk in this room. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, what I'm hoping is that since I have this kind of schedule of planning to put out one blueprints video a day, I'm hoping that that'll kind of allow the algorithm to pick me up a little bit. We'll see if that actually happens, though. But I'm more streaming this because I really enjoy the game. I don't think I read these notes my first playthrough either. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your side with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been in decent society, and were beginning to worry that my wife's wit has lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is a rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of the game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with the guests you should be inclined to play this confounding game. As always, your friend, M. Rowry. M. Lowry, not Rowry. 3 will always, there will be always at least 1 box which displays only 1 true statement. I butchered that, but alright. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. 1 box has a prize within, the other 2 are empty. So we need to figure this out. All three statements are false. That is a false statement. Two statements are false. That could be true. That could be false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Well, if both of these are false, then this is the only true one. Then this would be the box. The gems are in a box with a true statement on it, which means that they were in this one. If there's one false statement, actually, there needs to be two false statements because there can't be one false statement or this will be false. So the gems must be in the white box. Oh, that would be awesome if you could. Let's see if my deduction was correct. Aha, it was. I think this is a new one. I didn't see that setup in the demo. All right, I need to go right or forwards here. Oh, I guess hallway it is. It's a good thing I have 7 keys. Oh my goodness, I have so many hallways. Do I go the East Wing Hall? Sure. Normally, you can only draft the same room once in this game, but I got an upgrade last time, which allowed me to... it was an upgrade for the hallway that said whenever I draft a hallway, I add 1 extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pools. That's why I'm getting so many. Security or hallway closet? I think at this point I want to get security. So I can change the settings around a little bit. Anything to grab? No. Let's change the security level to low until I get a utility box. Change the offline mode to unlocked. Pantry. Pantry could have been good there. All right. That's locked. That's all right. That's locked as well. I almost want to, like, go back to the beginning and explore more of this area here, just so I have it. Might not be the worst idea. Wasting some steps, but not the worst thing in the world. Oh, that's right. I can also go this way. Was this locked? Nope. I just hadn't been there. I think now is the time to grab the old pantry. Free money? Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I still don't know the secret behind this. If I'm just supposed to eat 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges, or if these have any particular hidden meaning that I haven't found out yet. Oh my gosh, hydrate. Let me grab a cup of water. 5 bananas, 2 apples? I think it's just 5 apples. 5 bananas, 5 apples, 5 oranges. Delicious. Oh my gosh, I'm going through all my keys. Yeah, I suppose I'll need to. Chapel or dining room? Go dining room. Oh man. This is a little bit rough. I almost feel like I should choose the passageway here. Just so I have some leftwards movement. I think I will. And then, instead of going forwards, I'll go all the way back to the beginning to explore those first couple right side rooms. Just because now that I'm out of gems, I'm a little bit nervous to be drafting stuff that's way further up like that. It is. I love this game so much. And if you go back, so if you look at the VOD channel, I posted my first 3 days of this game, and it might like catch you up on like more what's happening. But granted, I didn't do a great job explaining it because I was kind of going in with the demo knowledge. So it's less me figuring it out and more me just like going through the motions. If you called a day in the planetarium, game 2 stars. I don't have a nursery, so I think that's the best thing for me. I really haven't explored this room very much. I've only been once during the demo. So I'm hoping that it has some cool secrets that I'm unaware of. Star schedule. Survey of constellations observed at the Mount Holly Observatory. So 1 star is the North Star, 2 is the Twins, 3 is the Slice, 4 is Diamondus Minor, the Southern Cross. If I have 6 stars, I have the Twins and a Diamondus Minor. 7 is the Farmer's Apple, 8 Clavis the Key, 9 Diamondus Minor in the Southern Cross, 10 is the Slice in the Farmer's Apple. Oh yeah, sounds good. 12 is Draxus the Dead. And it kind of goes on and on. Other notable night skies observed: 29. First appearance of both Diamondus Minor and Major in the same sky. 40 is 7 different constellations observed in a single night. 50, a new constellation spotted. So I guess that's another thing that we need to do, is get to 50 stars. Is there anything else to do in this room? Oh. It is cool how everything moves, though. True, I just need 49 more. I'll need to remember that to end the day in that room to get 2 of them. I'll take a corridor. Oh, the conservatory. This is a room that I haven't gotten yet. No, but I can't get it because I'm out of gems. No. That is unfortunate. Bedroom it is. I'll take that. Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evasion, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of the darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly, KL. All right. Well, I think I'm completely done except for these last ranks, but I will step outside and visit the outside shed to try to pick up some sort of tools that could help me along the way. Oh, I also have money for the commissary. Schoolhouse, that's something I haven't seen. Adds 8 classrooms to today's draft period. And the root cellar, rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today, and the tool shed. I haven't seen the schoolhouse, so I'm going to take that. Oh boy. Some papers, some books. Can't access the drawers. Oh, would you look at this? Okay. I think this is the last flame I needed to light. Ooh, more stuff to explore. So I have all 4 of those now. Okay. Huh. I knew it. All right. Elevator unlocked. That's exciting. All right, but before I check that out, it's time for some reading. Oh boy, that's a lot of text. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look and by modern standards, I think most of us who have spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention to in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal, and my reluctant successor, who I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our intern facility, until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I am certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. Yeah, there's a lot of lore in this game. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end? Remember to give Mrs. Pearson her gift. Interesting. Some lore? I'm sure it means something. Can I open this at all? No. Not with what I have. But it is time to check out that elevator, I do say. I spent so long in the demo trying to activate all 4 of the little gas pipelines, but I was only able to activate 3 because I didn't have access to that room because it was locked behind the demo. So I'm very excited to get into this. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. Okay. What the? Wow. More passageways down there. Oh my. A chess set, all right. Oh, and this is the layout of the house. With chess pieces around, and you can interact with this. There's the antechamber right there. I have seen chess. I know, this is really cool. I have seen chess pieces in the rooms, some of the rooms at least. But I'm not entirely sure what that refers to. I think there's a pawn in the den. Where's the den? Right there. So what if I put a pawn there? So some of the squares are lighting up with the pawns, some of them aren't. Yeah, I think it will do something once I have them in the right place. This is really interesting. Okay, so these two are lighting up. Okay, and they're all different. Let me just try putting them all on. Oh, wait. No, what it is that it's lighting up because there must be pawns in these rooms. So I need to start paying attention to what rooms have what pieces in them. Oh, that's so cool! The chapel has a bishop in it. This will confirm my theory. Actually, I don't have a chapel. Dang. I'm not sure. Let me just try some more, just to see if I have any. Okay, so I'll need to be sure to remember, like, the chess pieces of where I draft. Oh, that is so neat. Another door? What the heck? Oh boy. Another book. Foreman's copy. Do not remove from sight. Realm and blank. Sigils of the Past and Present by Professor R. Willard. Finn Aries, Robert Byrd and Sons, 1905. Finn Aries is kind of like the land where this is set in. Robert Byrd and Sons is also the publisher of the book that's in the observatory, not the observatory. Yeah, it is the observatory that has what the different constellations do right now. Shun. Of the finest era found either of a natural from the creations of accustomed to record various signs with the aid of they did this in order that the of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today, when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. Interesting. Magic is involved? Maybe? Oh, okay. Let's continue. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. It might be that we have powers, but this might also just be like a way to encrypt information by royal families. We'll see. I mean, it's possible. I mean, his house does magically change each day, so I wouldn't put it past him. Well, let's continue this here. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of four things: the core, the dividing lines, rays, the moats, and the border. So the core, the rays, the moats, and the border. Gotcha. Oh, it's a ripped. Oh boy. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind the name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. And of course, they're all ripped off. Several exam from well-known, probably. So, Orin Count COR. Interesting. The rays. Forth from the core will come something lines splitting the sigil something. From one sigil to another, be something. Different number, style, and something. The difference in these, something. Immediately reveals several things, something. Well, counting the sigil will transportation. Man, somebody was not taking good care of this book. Ship routes, 8 rays on these, directions, carriages, map. Another 4 rays, however, galloping. Oh, maybe so 8 rays for ships and 4 rays for like horse travel. Locomotion, rays here are used in... Okay, so it must be like 8 rays for ship navigation, 4 rays for like horseback navigation, and then another amount of rays for like automobile locomotion, maybe? Yeah, that's probably the more likely scenario. Oh, look at this page. Very helpful there. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy ray realm is indicating with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning shape ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on a sigil by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Yeah, this page is a lot. Yep, this page right here gives us all the information we need. We need to find it, to be honest. Motes. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called motes. From the shape and the style of the motes used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So a little star is tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. A coffee bean, let's say, is agricultural, harvest and farming based society and culture. A tooth is a martial, military and generation spanning arguments. Okay. Kind of a file is a metropolitan, large city state with a dense urban populous center. The back of book spines is academic, a center for knowledge, advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. Yeah, I think we do have to find the missing pieces. Industrial is a button, let's say. Engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. So a little, I don't know what to call that. Like a circle with 4 subsections is spiritual, an elevated reference for nature, animals, and force that guide us. A flower is poetic, a strong focus on the advancement of arts, writing, music, and language. The border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge, serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponds to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Okay, so a bunch of clear dots is white. Big dots with smaller dots in the middle is black. Little squiggles is red. Violet is like bricks almost. Green is pine needles. Orange is triangles. Yellow is zigzags. Pink is kind of like a gear shape. And white is little dots. Oh no. Red banners, martial, fog. Okay. One thing that I haven't done in this playthrough is find the archives, which like digs a little bit deeper into the lore of the game. So once I find that room and start reading some of those entries, it should help us a little bit. What does this give us? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. Putting it all together. By studying the core, rays, motes, and borders of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. So this right here, if I'm remembering correctly, let's like turn all the way back, is this core, which is probably Fen Ares, I'm guessing, which is like the country that we're in. So this is Fen Ares, which describes itself as a martial civilization, which is interesting. But it also makes sense since there are like nobles, like barons, and the king. Those rays mean... Did we have a description for those rays? We didn't. Oh. I bet the rays that we're looking for are on this torn off page. And then the border means red, which makes sense because that's the Fenari's color. Fog. Okay, so I bet that. So I'm thinking that this right here is relating to this Fenari's sigil here. Yeah, we do need to find the pages. But if this right here is relating to this sigil here, then these like little rays with the like telephone poles marked must mean fog. This is so interesting. Well, after this huge diversion, oh, you know what? I'm not going to go to the back to the house quite yet. We're cooking. We really are. What I think I'll do instead is go back up and head to the Blackstone Grotto that we unlocked earlier to see if there are any sigils in that room. I feel like the floor there might be a sigil, but I could be wrong. My poor step count. Goodbye, steps. So this is something that I locked last time. Okay. Let's grab this microchip. Don't know what it's used for, but might as well have it. So, okay. I don't think this is like a sigil in here. I think it's just like the way the building looks. It would have been cool to put a sigil here, though. Back to the house we go. Well, I suppose before we go back to the house, we'll check this place out and look for a sigil here. This used to be a fountain, and I found a way to drain it last time I was playing, leading to this pretty cool spiral staircase area. Okay, so I don't see any hidden sigils around here either. Now, how do I get back there? And now we continue on like nothing has changed. Although I forgot to go to the commissary. Concerning. You know what? I think it is actually worth going back. Even though I'm losing some steps. I'll take a sledgehammer. It really is filled with crazy secrets. I mean, part of like the crazy secrets that I've found that were in the demo were just like to unlock the like starting benefits I'm getting right now, and just doing that was really fun. I would definitely recommend you get the game if you want to. Time to smack open some trunks. A key card, that's good. Wait, was there a trunk in the bedroom? No. Since we have a key card, I think it's worth it to just go to security so that we can increase the frequency of locked security doors, which we will be able to unlock with the key card. All I got is my Xbox. Maybe if it's on, I'll definitely play it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't assume this is on Xbox, but I'm not sure. Yes, speedrun time. There's an upgrade disc somewhere that I missed. What the heck? That's unfortunate. I wonder if it was in the little tunnel I went down. I should be able to get it next run, hopefully. But I have so few steps now that I'm afraid that I won't be able to like go back and get it this run. All right, let's continue on here. The boiler room of the library. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. I don't think I've been to the library. The boiler room is also nice. I think I'll go for the library. Oh yeah, definitely haven't been here. Additional reading. The House Directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull it up in the directory. Okay, didn't know about that. 2 stories of wall-to-wall books surrounded the reader in this room, exhibiting either a bountiful spring of knowledge or typical interior design sensibilities of the wealthy. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on the rostrum stands in various corners of the library. Okay. I get a coupon book. Save $1 each purchase you make in the estate. Very nice. Okay. I'll be honest, I was worried that this would be another book I was going to have to read. I'm kind of glad it isn't. I will read this though. Mount Holly Library, book request form, and library use only, number 124. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft in the library. Please select one. Ooh, Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, Andrew Darrell. Swinburne, Marion Marigold. The Fixed Stars, Richard Witt. History of Oridina, Caleb Banning. EPCW Pump System User Manual. Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest, Volume 3. Your name. So I get to choose a book that I have in here, and it probably shows up on that stand that was blank. I appreciate that. Whenever I'm narrating stuff like this, I'm always worried about tripping up in my words and being made a fool of, but so far it's gone pretty well. I think I want to choose Swinburne because this is a book that is mentioned in the archives. So let's do that. Oh, that's a weird movement. Oh, there is a book up here. Mount Holly scrapbook. Would you look at that? Glad I have the magnifying glass here. Okay, here's the orchard. Greetings from Reddington. November 5th, Reddington Herald. The bearing of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. Look at this guy. That guy's a great uncle. My favorite floor plans. Aquarium. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Hallway. Most drafted. Number 1 hallway, courtyard, and nook. Most paid for, passageway 4 gems, courtyard 4 gems, drawing room 3 gems. Most time spent in a room, pump room. Yep, that would make sense. I was taking a long time to figure that pump room out. So I've been able to make the burning glass and the dowsing rod. Stamp collection. Commissionary receipts. Gem pack 10 gold paid in full. Largest purchase. Stamp collection. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I need to use a magnifying glass for the stamps. Stamps found on the estate and inspected will be added to this page. So I should go back down to the original letter and look at the stamp, and I'll collect it. Let's see. Hollyberries Observatory. Oops. Maybe one day. Most avoided floor plans. Locksmith, coat check, root cellar. Yup. Okay, that's pretty cool. Mount Holly records. Oh, interesting. So I guess it's just a little place where you can keep track of your findings in the game. Pretty nice. This is so strange because it like locks you into turning your mouse up the stairs. Very strange. Let's use a key here. Ooh. How many bedrooms do I have? So I would get 2 or 3 keys from this. Arcane is in like the TV series or the game. I don't know an Arcane game. This series. Like, if you're talking about the Arcane, like, League of Legends thing, I did really enjoy that series. That was really fun. I think I will take the Servant's Quarters. Even though I'm only getting a few keys for it, I think it's worth it. Oh! There are 12 major keys. Ah, this is new. I didn't see this last time I was here. Interesting. That is green letter. Mr. Rauta, Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing our network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I'll be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I'm gone, as the difficulties we were having in the last month with the terminal connection seem to have been resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you to access the network administrator controls. Admin key, first 4 letters of your last name, followed by the first initial. The first and fifth character should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure. Randolph. So I'm almost wondering, we tried this password in the grotto and it didn't work. I think it was like L Rauta or H or sorry, wrote H or wrote L or something, and it didn't work. But I'm almost wondering if we apply the same rules to other people's names that we've seen, if that'll work as an admin key. Hardly. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you, in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude, always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter would give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post in service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think that a more junior valet should be better suited to meet the needs of the young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you are to quit. To quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as your house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, your friend Herbert. Curious, curious. Let's hope I don't run out of steps before I can get some more. Oh, it's one of the classrooms that I drafted. While drafting in the classroom, you may draw a new floor plans one time for each classroom in your, or for one compass room in your house. Gym requirement, though. I don't have any money for the locksmith, so I think I just take the laboratory and don't waste a step going in there. I know, it's crazy. One, two, three, four, five. Wait, I think I can actually make it to the dining room, which will give me a bunch more steps. Let's hope I can. Yeah, I can. Come on. I get a pizza. Would you look at that? Wood-fired pizza, today's main course. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and spiced salami, cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. Plus additional 10 steps if you have a furnace in your house. Mushrooms ruined it? No. Oh my goodness, Simon is the type of person to not eat the crust? You gotta be joking. Leaving a full slice of pizza. Man, could not be me. Although, I will say, Simon is a rather weak and fragile kid, so I understand it. Are any of these unlocked? Yes. Raker box. I don't think I need that right now. I think I'll just take the dark room. Do I want to go in there first or go here first? I'll just open this door first. Another classroom, boudoir or coat check, huh? You know what? I'll go classroom because that would allow me to explore more of this like downwards area, which might give me some more stuff. I also haven't been in the classroom yet, so it should be interesting. Okay, so this is a red flag, which is probably just the Fenaries flag. Crunch. Lots of stuff to read, I suppose. Color worksheet B+. Each color is only used twice. 10 out of 12. So this kid got went 3 blue and 3 red. So that's why he lost. Okay, so this is, I suppose, a color. Oh, and look, these flags, right, are the things in the middle of the sigils. Interesting. Oh, there are also names on these. Benny, Freddy, and RJ. 10 out of 12. 9 out of 12. I wonder if the cheat sheet is over here. Oh, this is just a blank one. Anything else in this room? Can you find the difference between this picture and this picture? Can you do that, Toast? Can you tell me the difference? So if this person got 10 out of 12, right? And this person got 10 out of 12. That means like the majority of what they put should be the same. Which seems to be the case. So this is different. And the only thing that this kid got wrong had to be one of the red ones and the blue ones. So that this means that this flag right here is supposed to be orange. It means that this is a difference here. So this is incorrect. Oh, notice how all the kids say that their favorite color is red. A little bit of brainwashing going on here, maybe. Oh, that means that this one has to be purple, too. This one's green. So I'm pretty sure it's this one that's incorrect. The other two kids both put it as yellow. So this mountain must be yellow. So a heart is orange? Yeah. Heart is orange. Hourglass is purple. Mountain is yellow. I'm not sure when that will be relevant, but sure will be, I'm sure. Uh-oh. You flipped 8. Interesting room. I wonder if I can draw into archive. Oh, drawing room is also pretty decent. Oh, I don't have any gems though. The Great Hall. 7 locked doors. I feel like I need to go to the Great Hall here. And then I'll backtrack to the dark room. What's in the locksmith? It is like a store. So that's one thing that I probably should have mentioned is that stores, rooms in particular, are divided into colors. Blue is kind of like general rooms. Green is like garden rooms. Red is generally rooms with some particular downside. What else are there? There are yellow rooms, which the locksmith is, which are like shop rooms where you can spend gold. So the reason why I haven't been choosing the locksmith is because one, it's a dead end, and two, I don't have the money to buy what I would need from there. Interesting. So if I look here, you can see the courtyard is a green room. The dark room is a red room because the lights were off there. The hallways are orange. The bedrooms are purple. Key. Would you look at that? And this is actually where you're supposed to find the code for the outside. 1128. I wonder if any of these photos have changed. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on, so keep an eye on that. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. That's how I'm feeling right now. Oh, okay. That's a king piece in this room. So the office has a king in it. I'll need to remember that. I've also been completely forgetting to look for chess pieces. Whoops. Surely I'll remember next time. Any chess pieces in this room? Not that I see. Well, let's use a key here. The hamster. Would you look at that guy? Running around. Being a hamster. Oh my goodness, he's on the wheel. We could have very well missed a piece. Speaking of which, are there any chess pieces in this room? Pawns. It makes sound. I never noticed that. Well, I think I'm completely blocked in except for maybe going this way, so I suppose I'll open some of these doors. I guess I'm choosing a classroom here. Oh wait, I can't choose a classroom. Huh. So here's the question. Do I go through the wine cellar or the terrace? I haven't been to a terrace yet. He deserves to be free. I mean, I agree, but Simon is too weak to break the glass, unfortunately. Yoink. And would you look at that? There's the driveway. Makes sense, because the garage is right there. Although it doesn't make sense is that there's no garage door. Very interesting. Look at this road just leading straight into the building. Very curious. Very curious. You know what? He's not the best kid in the world, I'll say that much. Upgrade disc, you love to see it. Can we use an upgrade disc before we run out of steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. We have 9 steps left. No, we cannot. That's a little bit unfortunate. Unless the glitch is still in the game where you can use an upgrade disc after you run out of steps. If you just like spam it. So we can make it out of the house in 8 steps. But I still don't think we can reach the computer. Let's see if I can do this. It'd be really funny if I can. Okay. So I need to run in this room, and try to access the computer. Let's see if I can build up any speed before I go. One thing that I did notice while playing the demo is that I found that if you like continuously held down sprint, you would start building up a little bit more speed. Okay, let's go. Go, 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 go! Did I get it? No, I didn't. Unfortunate. That would have been really funny, though. Call it a day. I feel like, that was a pretty good day, though. We unlocked the whole outside elevator area, learned about sigils, and I have seen a few sigils around when I was playing the demo. I just didn't know, like, to look for them, if that makes sense. So, very exciting. On to the next day. We did see a hamster. It's true. I think I'll kind of have the... You know what? Maybe. I'll kind of employ the same strategy I was using last time of trying to get to the garage first, so that we get some early keys so I don't soft lock myself. Now 10. I think Toast, since you're the only one here, unless anybody else is here lurking, you all should come up with a name for it. And if Toast is the only one here, then it sounds like Toast has the entire say. So, oh boy, so that would just be one. Crumb? I do like crumb. So that would be 18 minus 12 would be 6. Times 2 divided by 6 would just be 2. Got it. Crumb it is. Crumb or chip? What if it was crumble chip? What do you think about that? Let's go to the observatory. I think we unlock the twins here. A pair of chests have been added to the entrance hall. So this is also Bird and Sons Publishing. I feel like Crumble Chip is almost too long, though. Oh, an early laboratory. You know what? Let's see if we can do some laboratory shenanigans here. Crumble Chip. I do like it, I do like it. Crumble Chip and Arcazar. Okay. Hear me out, hear me out. So I did this combination one time in the demo, and it was absolutely crazy, but we do need tools in order to make it work. Each time you find some trash while digging, add a small chest to the entrance hall. It's a really good combination. And in fact, I think because of that, I'll simply go back to the start and go outside in order to try to get the root cellar from this outdoor shed. We do need a hammer and we need a shovel. So I'm looking for either the root cellar or the tool shed from this little outdoor area. The root cellar it is. All right. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. I also haven't been to the root cellar since the game update. Potato and carrots? We have the little family tree here, right? We have Herbert S. Sinclair, the brother of Simon H. Sinclair, I believe. And Simon H. Sinclair married Clara Epson. And then Mary Epson is our mother, according to the lore. So Baron Thomas Sinclair is our, I guess, great-grandfather? Lord William Epson, Lady Ashlyn. Leonel Espin. Interesting. And lots of dig spots. So we really need a shovel. continue this way, I suppose. I think I'll open the chapel here, but I won't go in there yet. This seems pretty good to me. Grab some keys. Now I gotta go back to the start. Oh, another thing that I did, like stream-wise, was today I worked on setting up an integrated YouTube and Twitch streaming system, as well as integrated YouTube Twitch chat. But I didn't realize that I needed to wait 24 hours before streaming on YouTube after like asking permission to stream on YouTube. So next time I stream, it'll be both a YouTube and a Twitch stream. So that'll be pretty exciting. Seems like a parlor time. Magnifying glass, very nice. Wind up key. Dear, oh, I already read this. I don't know why I'm reading this again. Let's see if we can figure this out. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. What the heck? The gems are in a box that is actually blue. Huh. So at least one box has to be lying, and at least one box has to be telling the truth. So the gems are in a box with the word blue on it. Both, okay. Both, If this is lying, right? Both of these have blue on it, so it must be in the white box if this is lying. But if this is lying and it's in the white box, this is also lying, and they can't both be lying. So that means that this black box must, this box must be telling the truth, meaning this box is lying. The gems are in a box that's actually blue, which is false. And since this needs to be in the truth, since this box is telling the truth, and this one has the word blue on it, it must be in this box. I believe. Let's find out. Yes! Puzzle solved. Courtyard. I'll definitely take the courtyard and hope there's a shovel. Come on, please. Oh, wow, there's no item here. That's kind of surprising. Usually there is one in this room. I think I definitely want to take the commissary, because that'll allow me to buy some certain items at some point, like a shovel, just 6 gold. I need to go to the right here, or else I'm in a lot of trouble. Coupon book. Well, that's convenient. That means I only need to spend 5 gold for the shovel. Okay. Sinclair has many something secrets that he will take to his grave. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all four sides. Must be a way to open. By all four sides. That's interesting. And then this is the rules to the billiard puzzle. I think I could pantry here and try to get to the left. But not before purchasing a shovel. Come on, left-facing door. Kitchen. I'll take that. Let's turn on the water here. I'm being very responsible. And I think we should munch on some bananas. You're right. So how many bananas are there? There were 5 bananas. Good observation. Just like the pantry stated. Money? Oh, this is a good use of the silver key here. Gymnasium or darkroom? I think I do gymnasium here. I mean, I really wish I could do the cloister, but alas. Hoople Sports. Not sponsored. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for telling me where to bot my stream. Let's see here. Anyways. Seeing if I could ban that guy during the stream, but I think I'll need to wait till afterwards. Oh, I wish I could draft the pool. But hallway it is. I think I'll go ahead and choose the planetarium, just so I have one less dead-end room to worry about. Kind of running myself to a dead end here. A little bit scary. There's good old crumbled chip. Is it just me, or is the hay disappearing, like, throughout the animation cycle? Very strange. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share any of my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he had in his entire life. Today is a good day. I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it, too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he's older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I would have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. The lore. Camp Colonel. Time to lose an extra 2 steps from this room. There's something I wanted to do, wasn't there? Not really. I need to just wait until I have a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Okay. Come on, please. I need a good room. Oh. That is, not the rooms I were hoping for. Oh, what even was that sentence? Oh my goodness. Let's dig up some good stuff. You know what? That was really good because that added a chest to the entrance hall. Oh no. Luxury items for sale. Well, I would really like to go there, but I don't have gems. Oh, this is really unfortunate because the only options are dead ends except for this one. So I guess that's the end of today. It was going pretty well. I am broke. Broke with gems, not with coins. And you know, thinking about it, a deposit box key. I should have went back to the commissary and bought gems, but hindsight's 2020. Oh, you know what I will do since I have spare steps left? I'm gonna try to see what rooms have chess pieces in them. So this room has a pawn. This room has a pawn. I don't think that counts as a knight, though it could. Planetarium doesn't have any particular chess pieces in it. Losing 2 more steps. Wonderful. This room, I believe, has a pawn somewhere. Yes. There's a pawn there. No chess piece in the kitchen. Oh, there's a rook in the nook. I really am running up the water bills. And you know what? Nobody's gonna turn that off until I leave. Ah, yes, this door. You know what? I have coins to spend. I might as well get a couple of gems just in case. It's the locksmith! I'll show you what the locksmith is. This is the locksmith. And from this room, you can buy 1 key for 5, 3 keys for 12, a special key, or a lockpick kit. And if I have, I actually do need to buy special keys at some point because I need to get the basement key. So it wouldn't be a terrible idea to try to just have a run where I draft the locksmith. Wouldn't be terrible at all. Let's see what I missed out on here. The silver key, that actually would have been really useful. Money. And more money. Well, I think we call it a day and start fresh. Didn't get very far this time. But, you know what? That's alright. Surely next time will be better. Speedrun time. It's early game. You know what that means. There's a locked chest. I still need to, at some point, remember to check these clocks at this time and see if anything changes. Toast, you must remind me to check the clock at, what is this, 11:05. Thank you. Actually, it's almost like 11:05 in real life time when I'm recording this. 11:03. I could instantly go to the office. That might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea at all. Although that would like use up all of my gems. I think I will, just because I think there's some good chess pieces. Yeah, the king is in the office. So as far as getting all of the chess pieces goes, it might be pretty good. This is another puzzle I need to figure out here. So this little slip of paper down here says, Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Baron, Herrings of the Major. I had little trouble reading the Baron's writings, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. March of the Count. So all these are in red except for March of the Count. Out of curiosity, I wonder. I'll describe my thought process later. No. I still don't have no idea how to open this safe. Easy work, indeed. Time for the billiard room again. Six divided by 6 would be 1. 5, 8. Minus 7 would be 1. Times 18 would be 18. Divided by 3 would be 6. All right. 2 keys. I don't think anything ever spawns back there, but I'm always paranoid that I'll be missing something if I don't look. Car keys. Very nice. I almost want to leave this left wing and explore the right wing a little bit until I have some more gems. There's a pawn in this room. I'll need to remember that. What type of music am I into? Oh boy. It really depends from day to day, honestly. Recently I've been listening to a lot of Caravan Palace, though, if you know them. Kind of swing or electro swing. They're a pretty fun band to listen to. Gems in the box with the black... gems are in both the black box and the white box. Well, that has to be a lie. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. Well, that has to be a lie. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. So this needs to be the truth. So they're in the black box. Ooh, I see. Yeah, you should give them a listen. They're pretty fun. Well, I do have gems now, so I could go back over to the left and continue my pursuit of the garage. But I'll explore a little bit before that. I'm pretty sure this doesn't, like, allow each green room to provide more gems. Oh, but you know what? I think I might draft it anyways, because when I was playing a couple days ago, I knew, okay, that's interesting. So I just needed to dig underneath the grill once, and I still have the file cabinet key. So now I really need the archives. I really need the archives. Well, I suppose out of all of these, might as well do a hallway. Into another hallway? I mean, it wouldn't be bad, I suppose. Into another hallway? Might just do the drawing room to have some extra redraws here. Are there any chess pieces in this room? There's a pawn. I wonder if I need to have the pieces be in a particular, like, location. That would be interesting. Okay, well, I think that I will retreat a little bit. Check out some of these other doors. The tunnel. I'll be honest, I'm not liking these choices very much because I do want to keep one gem open for the garage. But then again, do I need the garage? I already have keys. I think the garage is always pretty good, though. Oh, clock time? Okay. Oh, no, I need to choose. Let's just do chapel. Run! No? What do you mean? Where is it? Where are the clocks here? No clocks in this room. No clocks in this room. Oh, it isn't quite time yet. Okay, I think this is worth it. Because usually you can get a gem back from this room. Yes. It is a little bit of a gamble, though. Well, let's go back and continue this way. So, oh, also the chapel has a bishop in it, I remember. So all we need is a knight and a queen. Oh, very nice. I'll go ahead and grab security here. So I missed a gem and running shoes. I bet running shoes are in the gem. That's not two. Okay. The boiler room, huh? Do I want to use my last gem on the boiler room? It is cool, but I don't think I will. I'm not in a great position to do so. Well, actually, it could allow me to get the archives more easily. I'm actually not sure how it works. We'll find out. We'll draft it. Okay. I remember the king, but I don't think we have seen a queen yet. Yeah, we haven't. So what the boiler room does is it kind of like transmits power to certain other rooms, like security. And then some rooms will be charged up. like the laboratory, but unfortunately, I don't have a gem for the laboratory. Have I been to the commissary yet? No, I haven't drafted that. Want to go to the right or forwards? Well, guess I'm going to the gymnasium again. Oh, never mind it. That is locked. I think this is still the better way to go. Not great. Sleeping mask, very nice. Get some extra steps. So I want to go left. Oh, no, I still don't have any gems though. Decisions. I think we open this door though. Oh man. Anything changed about this room, I wonder? Doesn't look like it. The tunnel. Oof. Not great options, I'll be honest. Okay, so I can't go through this door until I get a keycard or I turn off the security system through the breaker box. How are we doing on time? Not quite. I think at this point I might as well go outside and access the outside shed area. Trading post or shelter, I wonder. I do need to do the shelter at some point, but I'm just gonna do the trading post for now. So this is interesting. This is still opened up. So when I was playing last time, I little piece of dynamite that was over here and blew a hole through the wall. Christoph, here's the rest of your share. 40 gold from the moonshine shipment we made last week. This may be the last batch for quite some time, as I feel it is no longer worth the risk, especially given Anne's continuously increasing suspicion. But I do need to ask another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the Baron to town, if you can fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or two, I would be much beholden to you, Denny. Illegal moonshine sales over here. But it's disappointing that there's no more gold in there. I guess I shouldn't have taken it all when I opened it up. And I used it on nothing, so... A little bit unfortunate. Running shoes for dice. Sleeping mask for salt. Magnifying glass for salt. Car keys for a coin purse. I don't think any of that's worth it. Except for maybe the running shoes for the dice. Oh wait, I can't remember if last time I found out if I could sell the microchip or not. Let's find that out. Also, I might take the elevator back down just to see if there is an upgrade disc down in the mine area. There was a wine glass in the kitchen. Oh, for the illegal moonshine, I see. Oh, you can trade in the microchip for a sledgehammer. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it, but... Watch me just destroy the game by selling that microchip. Surely it will be there tomorrow. Down we go. Oh, wait, what? This is different. Scripts in Rudford Mining Company, Excavation Departments. Foreman's Log 3, date 7/2/1915. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much larger arcade carved into the rock face. Arcade? Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but only after a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we have uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil and rock and debris. At this site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Interesting. So all of these weren't necessarily made by the Baron. They were here previously. Was that there last time and I just missed it? So let's see if our little guess is correct here. So we can place the king here. The pawn, I'm sure, can be placed somewhere. Bishop was placed there. The rook was placed somewhere. Where did I have the nook? Let's find out. The nook is there. Yeah, so that's definitely what we need to do. We just need a queen and a knight somehow. That'll be difficult to do. I can't believe that I just entirely missed this room. That's crazy. So I guess I need to go back to this area here. But first, I think I will trade the running shoes for some dice. I really want to open the filing cabinet in the archives. Okay. What do we need the sledgehammer for? The only use I've found for the sledgehammer is opening these little trunks without using a key. You can also assemble some items with it, I believe. Oh wait, what's the time? Oh, we just missed it! Oh, that's unfortunate. Would you look at that? We missed it by literally maybe like 1 minute. That is actually really unfortunate. Well, next time, you know? What's in this room? Oh, that's the rook is in this room. That's right. Oh, I have a shovel. Toast! That was your job! I'm just joking. Alright, let's try to find some useful rooms. The commissary could be nice. Although, I'm gonna roll some dice here. Pool. Let's grab the pool. Now, last time when I drained the pool, I found a bunch of gold down there. I wonder if that's still the same way. But I really need... Oh, I don't think I can get the archives here. Sauna, tomorrow you will start with the day with 20 extra steps. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Gem? Man. Simon might be really weak given that he can't jump or anything, but given that he can pick up a emerald that is submerged in hot coals, I don't know. I think he's just has very imbalanced stats. The rumpus room. Oh, we need to go to the rumpus room. Gold. And time for a cutscene. Are you ready?
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
There we go. This is the second cutscene that I've seen. But all the cutscenes from here on out will be completely new to me. And I will say that I do know the secret behind, like, there's a letter missing in the paintings, so. Okay, I think I redraw here until I get the, and try to get the archives. Please, archives. No. I mean, I can get passageway, I suppose, and then try to get archives from the passageway. But given that I don't have any keys, might be a little bit difficult. Please? Nope. That's all I can do. Unfortunate. That tied it together. Now I have to play. Ooh. I mean, I feel like anybody could play this game and enjoy it, so I would definitely recommend it to anybody. Oh, that's so unfortunate that we didn't really make too much progress this time. We got the Rumpus Room, which I will say is quite a bit of progress, but other than that, not too much. Well, let's call it a day. I think I have one more day in me, and then I probably should wind down the stream. Well, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Five tomorrow rooms, really? Oh, yes, hallways. Yes, I forgot about that. I love watching cutscenes in games, especially when they got good details and stuff. I know, it's really exciting. Like, I love the Alzara cutscenes. Day 8, man. I'm really blowing through these days. $90 steps, though. Not too shabby. Today is day 9. I might try to do the shelter today, unless something comes up as my outside room choice. Starting off with the nursery sounds really good. Actually, I'm going to save this apple for later. The main reason I want to do that is because you can get a laboratory thing that sets your steps to 40 if you eat an apple, or like triggers an event if you eat an apple. I have 8 coins. Maybe I just go to the commissary instantly. Is there anything good to buy? Sledgehammer. Yes, please. Plunk. A hobbyist lockpick kit. Very nice. It's parlor time. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. Statement on the white box is true. Well, they all three have white on them, so they can't all be true. So this statement right here is false. Statement on the white box is true. That's false. So this box must be true. The gems are in the white box. So it's here. In theory. Yup. I think I'll choose the chapel. Hallway. Okay, good. We can get the garage. I think that's worth it here. Although I'm disappointed I didn't get the garage when I had the car keys. I'm not sure if I read this letter, so I'll go ahead and read it again. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Miss Babbage. Which is an interesting letter here because it relates to the letter found in the trading post about the moonshine. More lore for us. I think that's worth it there. Okay, Nook it is. I think it's worth it to backtrack before we go too far forwards. This was locked, right? Yes. We're already down to 1 gem. Need to find the wine cellar or something. 15 minus 10 times 3, 15. 11 minus 1 would be 10. Times 10, 100 divided by 20 would be 5. 19 minus 11 would be 8. Times 3 would be 24. Divided by 12 would be 2. Right. Well, I certainly have keys, which is good. Oh, the locksmith. To take the locksmith or to not take the locksmith? I currently don't have any coins, but I might grab a bunch in the future. I think I will take it just so that I have it available. Decisions. I am completely out of gems now, though, which is pretty unfortunate. Oh, look at that. The car keys. That's pretty convenient. I might get more. It's true. I think that now is the time I go outside and access the little shed out here. Hovel, tool shed, or root cellar. I could actually see Hovel being useful here since I have 0 gems and a bunch of keys. I just need to be very careful about the about my steps. Tool shed might also be nice though. I think I'll choose Hovel. Now, do I actually need to go in the hovel for it to activate? I'm not sure, but I better just to be sure. Any items in here? Not that I'm seeing. I know that you can get items in here, though. So that's why I always check. Ooh. You can see into the abyss. Let's pay no mind to that. Guess I'll go for the hallway since it's the only room that allows me to go more forwards. Let's see if we can do any experimentation here. Hmm. For each bedroom you draft after your second, set your dice to 2. I think I'll do that. That seems pretty good. Oh, security door. That's a little bit unfortunate. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's a knight in security. That's really good to know. So I just need to find a room with a queen. I think the study has a queen in it, but I'm not entirely sure. I should have been paying more attention when I was in the library. I wonder if that had any chess pieces. Let's grab the courtyard here. Oh, a metal detector. Would you look at that? Oh, wait. I have the car keys. I should have went to the garage. I can still do that. I might as well. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. All the goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get the so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be the uh, requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payments ready. All right, so this is more bootleg moonshine lore. I was struggling to read the cursive there. Upgrade disc, very nice. Let's go ahead and use that. I love the moonshine lore. I do too. Almost as much as I love moonshine? Courtyard can be upgraded. Very nice. I think having 2 gems in the courtyard will be very good. Let's go to the drawing room. I'll do that. Grab some dice. I think. Yes. Very nice. Passageway, huh? Honestly, I'm kind of like starting to run out of options, so I'm gonna grab that. That seems pretty good. Oh man. That is locked up. Could do the boudoir. The laundry room. I think I'm actually gonna reroll here. Ooh. Yeah, the pool. That'll be good. Free key. I think I'm going to go for this. Ooh, the dining room would give me free steps, but I think I'm going to go for the secret passage and then try to use it to get a red room in order to get the archives, and that way I can use that file cabinet key. Well, let's see if I actually get it. That's not the archives. Let's reroll. Ooh, no archives. Unfortunate. Well, aquarium it is. And that's not half bad because it will set my dice to 2. Shovel. Very nice. Rigged for real? I know. The music room. 1 major key and 1 minor key. Yes, please. Ooh, I got the key to the secret garden. I think there's something else in this room that I can pick up. Metal detectors going off. Ah, there we go. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tone, but half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among the scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, and both words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, and bold words sung, I do repeat. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. While pages lined with metal dyes with melodies do hide the words you've come to seek, and from our choice among all these we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. I've already solved this riddle, believe it or not. Let's see, I suppose down we go. The secret garden key. The ballroom. When you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2. I might be more interested in that if I could actually use gems, but I can't, so I don't particularly care for it. Anyways, bro, I'm gonna head to bed. I don't want to fall asleep on your. Awesome. Sounds good. Well, I hope you have a nice rest. I love today's stream, and I'll definitely catch the next one. Loving this game. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Well, have a good night. Enjoy your snoozing, and I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a long time. Could do the office. Or I could reroll. Ideally, I would get something that goes both up and down. I think I will reroll to try to get something that goes up and down. That's not it. Guess I'm going for the boudoir. Bye, Toast. Enjoy your sleep. Got 2 more dice. And actually, I'm not sure if I read this letter out loud when I saw it, so let me do that for everybody. It might have been one of the silent readings I did. Grab a ruby that's pretty useless to me. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's Sicilian and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did, but for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch to your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Dead. Pretty, crazy letter there. Coin! Time to use the secret garden key. Here we go. Actually, I should be able to reach the antechamber this time. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. No, I think it's actually the other side that unlocks. Well, we'll find out. Broken lever, very nice. Turnip. You see, these walls have to be something you can interact with. One thing that I did during the demo, which I'm not sure, like, it took me a long time to do, but I had the garage open, but before the garage, I had the secret garden open. And what that allows you to do is walk around the exterior of the secret garden. And there are some hidden features out there. So I would love to be able to recreate that pretty soon, but it really is super luck dependent. So we'll see if I'm actually able to do it or not. Secret. All right. Yeah, this is unfortunately on the wrong side. Hmm. My only chance of progressing further this run is to get specifically a key card or the breaker box room. Because of that, I think I redraw. And again. Oh, that's a little bit rough. Let's see if the office has the breaker box room, or sorry, the key card in it. Probably doesn't though. Nope. Has a coupon book. Alas. Money. Four coins. I suppose that's all we can do. Well, I think I'll call it a day here. Got through quite a few days this time, I'll be honest. A lot of the days we did here, I have been a little bit disappointed as to how far we made it through the manor. This one wasn't too bad. We got the music room, which I haven't seen since the demo. Yeah, we got pretty far. Very excited, once again, to try to find the basement key. Very excited to discover more about that underground area. I almost wonder if there's a way that you can obtain dynamite and then ignite it where those little like indentations are on the walls. But I guess we'll find out. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night here. If you've enjoyed, please, I don't know, stick around for the next stream. Comment on the YouTube video. And with that, I'll head out. Bye.